What if I told you Michael Jackson wrote Billie Jean because a woman claimed he was the father of not one, but two of her twins? In the early 1980s, Michael Jackson was at the absolute height of his fame. Fans followed him everywhere. But among the thousands of adoring faces, there was one woman who truly terrified him. It all started with letters. Hundreds of them. At first, they seemed like innocent fan mail. But then, they got disturbing. She started claiming that Michael was the father of her twins' children he had never met, from a woman he had never even seen. The letters got stranger and more delusional. She insisted they had a secret, passionate relationship. She sent him photos of her supposed children, demanding that he take responsibility for them. Then one day, a package arrived at his house. Michael opened it, and his heart sank. Inside was a gun and a note. It said that if he didn't love her, she would end her own life and take her children with her. Michael was horrified. He was also angry. All this fear, this pressure, and these outrageous lies that came with being famous. He felt trapped. He went to his piano, and channeling all that raw emotion, he began to write a song about the dark side of fame. The first line came to him almost instantly. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. It was a way of saying this whole situation felt unreal, like something out of a film. But the real punchline, the one everyone remembers, came from something Michael had heard growing up. Back in the Jackson 5 days, his older brothers would often joke about groupies who would falsely claim one of them was the father of their baby. It was a constant, weird reality they had to deal with. So Michael took the exact phrase he'd heard as a kid, the line they used to shut down the rumors, and put it right into the chorus. "The kid is not my son." That single line would go on to become one of the most iconic and defiant lyrics in music history. But here's the craziest part of the story. When Michael played the first demo for his legendary producer, Quincy Jones, Quincy actually wanted to delete the most famous part of the song, that unforgettable, pulsing bass line, the very heartbeat of the entire track. Quincy thought it was too long, too repetitive. He wanted to cut it down. Michael flat out refused. He knew that bass line was everything. It was the funk, the tension, the soul of the story. He reportedly told Quincy, "If you change that, there is no Billie Jean." He stood his ground, insisting that the bass line was the one thing that made him want to dance. Of course, Michael was right. That bass line didn't just make the song, it changed pop music forever. Billie Jean didn't just become another hit single. It was the rocket fuel that launched Michael Jackson from a beloved pop star into a global, untouchable legend. Think about it. The legendary Motown 25 performance, where he debuted the moonwalk for the first time. He was performing Billie Jean. The song was the cornerstone of the Thriller album, the best-selling album of all time. And the music video for Billie Jean was so groundbreaking that it forced MTV to break its unofficial color barrier and start playing videos by black artists. All of it. The global superstardom, the iconic dance moves, the cultural shift, traces back to this one song, a masterpiece born from fear, obsession, and the terrifying side of fame. So, next time you hear that iconic bass line, you'll know the chilling true story behind it. If you want more true stories behind the world's biggest songs, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow. And let me in the comments, which song's hidden history should I uncover next? Thanks for watching.